Hey guys, Bird Yugioh here. So today I wanted to come at you with my updated zombie deck. This isn't completely updated. I didn't add in any of the cards from the latest set that had some zombie support. Um, there was a couple cards that I was considering, but this is a version I've been working on for a while. Basically, since the ban list, I've been hard at work on this one. Um, and I didn't add any of the new stuff yet, so I might be doing another update at a later time. But this is where I'm at right now with an extremely powerful deck that plays a lot of really good floodgates that are just really good against most of the meta. So starting off with a card we always want to see, Unizombie. So we can get it obviously by just normal summoning it, and then he allows you to discard a card. He's a tuner. And then you can also send a zombie from your deck to the graveyard. So hopefully after that you have two zombies in the grave, and then you can just combo off from there. Amazing card, you always want to see it. And Shirinu Solitaire will allow you to get to Unizombie. That's basically why it's here. So if you don't open Unizombie, usually you're using Solitaire to get to Unizombie. And I'm choosing just to play 2 Mizuki. It's really not a card that I ever want in my hand. I would rather obviously one of these, and if you have one of these, you're always going to normal summon them over Mizuki. But he is still a zombie, and he is the best one to have, one of the best ones to have in the grave, because you can just banish him and then target a zombie in your graveyard and special summon it. So really easy, obviously, to get just a free extender on board. And then Gozuki will allow you to, again, send a zombie from your deck to the graveyard, which is really good. And then if this card is sent to the grave, you can banish a zombie, and then special summon a zombie from your grave or from your hand. So very, very good card. Again, gets you free extenders. Playing 2 Doom King. This is your boss monster that comes back during the standby phase, as long as you have your field spell. And then he's just crazy. When a zombie monster activates its effect, you can negate that effect, or you can banish a monster from the field or graveyard. Amazing. It's a quick effect. Again, when he's in the grave, as long as you have a field spell, he'll come back every standby phase. And then we have 2 Necro World Banshee. Zombie World in the field zone cannot be destroyed by card effects, and neither player can target it with card effects. So that's just if you have her on the field. But usually you're just going to use your quick effect to banish this from your field or graveyard, and then you can just activate a Zombie World directly from your hand or deck. So it allows you to easily get to your field spell to then be able to easily get out your Doom King. Then I'm still playing 2 Glow Up Bloom. It's a card that, again, is another one that allows you to get to Doom King. If it's just sent to the graveyard, you banish this and then add a level 5 or higher zombie. And if Zombie World is in the field zone, you can just special summon that level 5 or higher zombie monster instead. So very good card. It's a level 1, so you can easily send it to the graveyard with Linkuriboh. But yeah, it's a tuner, so you can special summon it out with Halqifibrax. But yeah, just a lot of options there. And then the last zombie combo monster we're playing is Jacobolin. This allows you to just discard a zombie monster and special summon this from your hand. So obviously discarding cards like Doom King is really good. You just get another free monster on the field. And then it also allows you to target a zombie monster in either graveyard and special summon it, but you have to banish it when it leaves the field. And then you have to banish this face up until the end phase. So a couple good effects. The one I like the most is just getting a free zombie monster on the board and discarding a zombie monster. So really nice. And then the 2 newest additions are Destrudo and Fairy Tale Snow. Again, they're fairly easy to get to the grave, and then once they're there, you can just opens up plays for you. Snow is just an interruption, basically. And then Destrudo allows you to go into some very easy synchro plays, and just gets you another dark on board. Just again as a free extender in a deck like this. And then our hand traps are 3 Ash Blossom because it's a zombie, and it's very good. And then 2 Ghost Bell. Again, it's a very good one, and it's a zombie, so plus there. And that is it for the monsters in the main deck. For the spells, obviously the most important one, Zombie World, turns all monsters on the field and the graveyard into zombies, and then neither player can tribute summon except zombies. That doesn't really affect most decks, but it can. But yeah, this is obviously the card you want on the field, so you can always get your Doom King back. And then probably the most powerful card is Super Polymerization. Crazy good. Again, it's another one that allows you to discard, so hopefully getting a good zombie to the graveyard, and then just use your opponent's monsters to fusion summon. If you have Zombie World, you'll be able to make your Drago Necro, which is extremely good. It just requires 2 zombies, so if your opponent has monsters and you have Zombie World, then they're zombies and you're going to be making him. And then for draw power, we're playing 3 Pot of Extravagance. In this particular deck, the extra deck is just a toolbox basically, and then obviously targets for Super Polymerization. So yeah, this doesn't really ever hurt you that much. Once in a blue moon, you'll banish an important extra deck card, but for the most part, your main deck is the key. With cards like obviously Doom King, they can win you games alone as long as you have some other decent cards like Zombie World just sticking on board. So that's why we play Terraforming, of course, to get to Zombie World. Called by the Grave, good defensive, and then helps you get your searches or your draws, so you don't get ashed. And then Foolish Burial, send whatever you need. Usually you're sending cards like Mizuki or Doom King are your best targets for that. And then for traps, playing 2 Shiranui style Swallows Slash. This one you just tribute a zombie and then you target 2 cards on the field and destroy them. So that's amazing interruption. That is very nice. And the final trap is the best one in combination with Zombie World, Rivalry of the Warlords. Each player can only control 1 type of monster. So when you have Zombie World, your opponent can only control zombie. So unless they're playing Eldritch or something like that, they're more than likely not going to have a zombie that they're going to be able to get on the board. So they're kind of just stuck until they get rid of Zombie World or the Rivalry. So that is the main deck, 40 cards. And then the extra, bearing in mind we're playing Pot of Extravagance, so that's why I'm playing 2 of the Nether Soul Dragon. This is the one that allows you to use, as long as you have Zombie World, you'll be able to use 2 of your opponent's zombie monsters to then summon him out. And then he's very good, can't be destroyed by battle. Monsters cannot be destroyed by battle with this card. But if you did battle a monster, then that monster's attack becomes 0. And if it's still face up on field, which it will be if he attacks, you can special summon a Dark Soul token. And then it has its attack will be equal to the level and attack of that monster your opponent controls. So this just gets you a free token on board. Really nice card. 2 Starving Venom. If there's 2 darks, you'll make him. 2 Dragostapelia. If there's a fusion monster and a dark, that's when you use that one. And then the last target is just 1 Mud Dragon. It's the one I go into the least, but I do usually side deck the second one, just in case you really do need it. But yeah, that's kind of my Super Polymerization targets. And then for the links, Linkuriboh to send that Glow Up Bloom, Vampire Sucker for some draw power, Avendred Savior, really nice for just, again, allowing you to send a zombie monster from your deck and lowering the attack of one of your opponent's monsters. And then we're playing one the Dark Charmer. You play a lot of darks, and this will allow you to special summon a dark in your opponent's graveyard. And then we play the Halka Fibrax. We have a lot of tuners in this deck, so you should be able to get this out fairly easily. And then our linked fours are Appaloosa and Boral Sword, just the most universal and budget-friendly options for linked fours that are very good. And then the final monster we're playing in the extra deck is Red Eyes Zombie Necro. Now this will allow you to, again, another card that just allows you to special summon a monster from either graveyard to your field. So very good. And he'll gain 100 attack and defense for each zombie monster on the field and in the graveyards. So with Zombie World, that could potentially be a lot of attack onto him. And he's fairly easy to make. Obviously, one of the most streamlined ways is Destrudo. This will just straight up make you a level 7 synchro by him or with him and one other monster on board. So yeah, that's the deck, guys. Again, I'm not using some of the very new support that just came out. I would probably just play, I think there's a Link that seems pretty good, and maybe one of the main deck vampire monsters. I haven't quite decided yet, but this is my kind of control updated zombie deck that I think is very strong, very good. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll catch you on the next one.